Hey guys, so this video I'll be talking about my new piercings. And when I first got these, I was super excited and really wanted to take a video and tell you guys all about them and how they went as time moved on and stuff. But, you know, I didn't have that option, and now it kind of sucks to tell you about them. But it's all good. It's gonna be fine in the end. Things are being stupid. Okay, so in February, my mom came to visit me from Alabama, and we decided that we wanted to get a matching piercing together, and my dad is totally against all piercings, no matter what they are, and of course tattoos. So we were trying to think of a piercing that we could get that wouldn't make my dad flip and that my mom would want to get. And so I've always wanted a microdermal, and I think it freaked my mom out at first because they are considered permanent, and I talked her into it after a ton of research and everything, and so we went down to Scrap Metal, which is up in northern Colorado Springs, and it's 2 for $60, I believe. And so I got the Clavicle Microdermal because it's right on your clavicle. And so I got those done, and what he did was have me lay down on a table, and he pinched my, it's hard to do, I don't know how he did it, pinched my skin like this, but it seemed like a lot more, and he pinched it really hard. And honestly, that was the most painful part. And I know I'm gonna get a ton of did it hurt questions, but no, it did not hurt. The pinching hurt the worst because he was trying to squeeze so hard that I wouldn't feel it. Then he took this needle about this long, and it was really hollow because obviously you have to slide the jewelry in, which kind of looked freaky. But with my skin pinched, he shoved the needle in like diagonal and then down. And then leaving the needle in and letting go, he grabbed the microdermal clamped on a clamper thingy and then slid it in the hole, and then took the needle out and the clamp off, and then it was just in there. And then he did the other side, and he did this side first and then this side, and no one did not hurt worse than the other. I always hear that the second one hurts worse because you know what to expect. But no, it did not. It felt exactly the same, and I have a high pain tolerance. I've been through so much stuff for pain, it's not even funny. It was probably like a 2 out of 10. He also told me that the dermal punches, where it's like a green pen looking thing and you stick it in your skin and twist it, he said that would cost $10 extra, and it's way more painful than just a needle. So if you're considering getting some, go for the needle instead of the punch. It saves you money and it saves you pain. So once he did this one and then put this one in, he went back to this one and readjusted it because it was lifting up a little bit, and I think it's because it was laying on my collar, and it's giving me trouble. I'll tell you about it. So in all, it took like 5 minutes for the prepping, the doing, and putting band-aids on after it, which you leave on for like, I left mine on for like 20 minutes and took them off. So as time went on, it hurt for like a week, and I did clean them twice a day with just salt and water and a Q-tip going around it. It didn't bother me at all for, let's see, I got them in February, and it's the end of June now. So I've had them for 4 months, I think. Brain fart. For the longest time, they didn't give me trouble. It just was sore, felt like a bruise. Obviously there's something under your skin, your body's adjusting. Then as time went on, I found out stuff that will interact with them and change basically your whole way of doing things. like simple stuff. Obviously, my kid, he noticed them probably like a month or two after I had him, and so he goes like this on them a lot, and I have to stop him from that. And showering, I use a loofah scrubby thing, and like you scrub your whole body, you know, and then when you go across, because it's a netty type thing, it'll snag on them. And I did that so many times until I finally learned to cover it up like with 2 fingers and then scrub around. And what else? There's putting shirts on and off. You got to be careful of ripping your shirt off and this part snagging. Bathing suits, I didn't experience that one until about a month ago when I went down to Alabama to visit my mom at the end of May. And the bathing suit comes up just perfectly right next to them and around my neck, and so it pushes and rubs on it. And so that's another thing. You have to figure out how to tie your bathing suit differently, or just put the strap right on top or something. The major thing that I honestly hate, and I've found out a solution but have not tried it yet, is driving in a car. Like passenger or driver's seat, doesn't matter what side you're on if you have both, the seatbelt comes right across, and it's perfect as for hitting it. And because it's like so thin that when you move, it's like cutting into it, and it hurts so bad. And finally, like, I've learned to drive with my seatbelt like going like this because I can't stand the rubbing. It hurts. And so I finally have decided I'm going to take one of the extra seatbelt covers that go on my son's car seat and put it on mine. Like, just the whole seatbelt, I'm just going to put it on there. Because you get so sick of it, it's not even funny. So hopefully that works out. Haven't tried it yet. So about 2.5 months of having them, I started noticing that this one is like the inside part, because this is the inside and this is the outside. The inside part started becoming red, and it started raising up, and I was like, oh no, it's rejecting, like what am I gonna do? And I just basically let it do its thing, and then it's rejecting hurts, by the way, because it's the thing under your skin. Okay, this is microdermal, this is your skin, and it's the thing under your skin pushing up like that, and so your skin is stretching and ripping, I guess, I don't really know, and it's painful, and the microdermal hurts to be touched in general. So finally, like 2 weeks ago, I think, Wednesday, when was Wednesday? Yesterday, excuse me. So I think 3 weeks ago, it stopped hurting, but it was still red and rejecting, and so I just looked at it and then just pulled like that, and then that would go like, I don't know, just by movements. I pulled back and then went forward, and both sides came out, and it was out. And the I should have brought down the jewelry, but it's just the tiniest little thing, like super tiny, and it came out, no pain, no nothing. And then my ex-boyfriend Tyler, his mom has like 5 right there, or did, and so I texted him and asked him what to do, because I don't know what to do. This is my first microdermal, and he said I could go right back into shrapnel the next day and get it put back in for free. And I don't think most piercing places do that. I think it's just shrapnel. I love shrapnel. It's super cheap, and they're so nice. And I know them personally because Tyler, my ex-boyfriend, has so many piercings, and I've gone with him for a lot of those. Anyways, so I'll show you. It's been out for 3 weeks, and basically all I've been doing is letting the rejected red skin that had gone up, I'm just letting the skin shrink back down to where it's not red and looks stupid to have scar tissue before I get it put back in. So this is regular microdermal. And this is rejected microdermal skin. Right there. And it's kind of hard to show you, but I'll see if I can put pictures. But it's almost completely flat. I can't see it. It's almost completely flat, just the tiniest little bump. So I think like maybe next week I'll try and go get it put back in. And then now that this one's been out, as soon as I took this one out, this one is starting to reject, and it sucks. Like this time it's the outside that's rejecting. And can you see just like that raised skin right there? That's what happens. And I'm just gonna let that one come out and then put it back in. And you know, like my dad absolutely thinks I'm retarded, because he's like, dude, if your skin is trying to push something out of your body and it's rejecting, doesn't that mean you should leave it out? I think your body's saying something. Yes, my body is saying something, but it's known for piercings to come out. And I'm going to put it back in because I absolutely love these. They're super cute. I get so many comments on them. I get so many questions. It's just, I absolutely love them, because the only other piercings I have is just my ears, which, by the way, I have gauged them. I'm pretty sure in my other videos I was like at a 2 or a 0, and now I'm at a 7/16. And these are, you know, the silicone kind, so they're all squishy. So these are the only other piercings I have besides my lobes. So they're like my babies. I almost cried when I took mine out. So before you get a microdermal, make sure you think about all the stuff that it's going to be affecting. The way you shower, the way you dress yourself, the way you move. Brushing your hair is a big thing. If you have long hair, you go down and the brush will snag on it. Driving in a car, like having children around, it changes a lot on how you have to do stuff, which it's not that big a deal, but you still have to. One more thing you have to think about if you're someone who doesn't want to worry about stuff. I think they're worth it, worth the $60 for 2, especially if you can get them put back in for free. Call me stupid, but I'd gladly deal with the trouble they've given me just to have them. I'll keep you updated as I go get them put back in and what this one's doing, and let you know how it goes.